What's the deal, gang? How's everybody doing? Very interesting here. Nice closure, bearish closure on the daily. I would like to come down here. I think we will, but I'm not prepared to jump into a position. I haven't looked at the markets here just yet. This looks like a really good place to come down from on the 4 hour. I'm just not prepared here for anything. That's a big stop too. Let's see. Let's analyze. How many people we got in here? 112. I think we could get 200 in here. Right. I'm gonna do a breakdown and everybody won't forget. Turn the music down, but welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. What is your plan, sir, to win? Came at the right time? Yes. Welcome. So, as you can see, the weekly made a top wick, made a bottom wick, came back up here. Previous week left no wick, no range to come up. We've tapped the overall weekly resistance. This doesn't have much range to come up. We should be coming down. Daily closed, bearish. Closed bearish. I don't know if it closed bearish back in range, back in the daily range. Looked like it kind of held here. Right? That's the level. Look where we opened up. Looked like it kind of held. So I'm bearish for the day in terms of filling this wick. Maybe overall, why would we hold this support, right? If we're not going to come up. So I think we fill this wick to an extent and then we come back up. Or we just get a closure here. Bullish on the daily. But I would like for that wick to come and get filled. Small time for 4 hours, got a support. We've closed bullish on the 4 hour. Nice 4 hour lower right here that I was just talking about. It would fall in line with the daily, right? Daily top wick here, 4 hour resistance. If this is the top of the range, maybe we could start making our way back down now to start filling that daily wick right off this level. That would be the idea. Previous candle had no top wick. So yeah, that's very interesting. The only thing, I probably would not take this regardless. This is just a really big stop, 121 pips. You probably attempt to snipe this at a better area or wait for this to actually flip bearish, print bearish. Let's see. Yeah, I think if we're going to want to see some sells up below 42.38, until then, it's Benny the Bull. Yeah, there's that reaction, 42.50, right? So, I mean, we would have been right about this level and just not prepared, and it's a really big stop. Really, depending on how we come up here, we might still have positions up here. What's the deal? What up, y'all? My bad. I'm late. Pull up the Zoom door. Come on in. What's up, Jay? Hello, I see you. Very nice.
How you doing?
Good.
How you doing?
Good. Good level here.
Again. I hope everybody drops a light and appreciates that, because you're streaming a lot of sessions and a lot of free sales here, so much appreciated. Drop that like,
Yeah.
share it with the friends. And let's make
A lot of hours. A lot of hours, but I enjoy it. I love it. I love it. I like it. I like it. I love it. Just, I would also appreciate you guys liking and subbing, please. And if you're new here, Please sub, like, and share this stream. Your help. I need your help. What was that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All like-minded people in here, so drop a like. It's appreciated.
We are like farming, sub farming. Need a subathon. Asian session been fire. Yes. Thank you, Mitch. Sean. All right, now we wait. We got to print. I mean, if we're gonna be honest with ourselves, I wouldn't have taken that. Looks good on the higher time frame, but the smaller time frame doesn't really align. The stops don't really align. It's a bit of a mutt. Fire the dude from Morocco. Got a futures account. Finally, just Mitch. E. E. All right, so the first routine's close bullish here. Let's be careful here. We don't have a bottom wick on a 30 or the hourly. Previous hourly close bearish. Tap resistance here. Hope catching some pips tonight with you guys. Let's go. Morning was great. New York session was lovely. Did a bad trade after stream. Oh, fuck me, huh? Well, stop trading after stream. Where's everybody? Are they stuck in the first attempt at this stream today? I think I deleted. Should have been deleted. There we go. Now it's deleted. Boom, boom, boom. Neil. What's up, man? You trade NQ or only gold? Right now it's been only gold. It's always been only gold, but right now it's kind of only gold. Wix refresh session trades. I don't refresh them. There's no reset button. I gotta backspace, edit it, delete it. Good marketing. Yeah, I'm gonna delete it right now. You do a little ad and marketing. Stop that. Not in terms of those aren't real trades. In terms of it's good marketing, just leave it on there. And most of the time, I honestly forget. You trade micros or minis. I'll be trading mini contracts, I believe it's called, right? Regular lots, not the micro. I don't like the MGC. Sorry. I'm in a gold long right now. Should I take my profit and get out, or do we have more upside potential? I don't know how you trade. Do not know how you trade. When I get into a trade, I know where I'm gonna get out, manage risk, take partials, no stops. If you don't have that planned before you enter the trade, pre-planned, get out, reevaluate, enter when you have a foolproof plan covering all the bases. I've been loving silver lately, but I feel like it's crashing. It moves similar to gold from what I remember when I looked at it like 6 years ago. What do you trade in New York session? Gold. Welcome all new chatters. Yes, yes. What's up, chatters? Can't see clearly at your yellow line. Is that your pending sell or something? No, that's a level. That's my level. Get on these levels, bruh. That's just the way I see the ranges right now, right? So at these areas, the market's gonna make some decisions, and when those decisions are made, I'm gonna use my best Merlin powers, try to predict with high degree of probability the high volume candle and the direction it's moving in. But don't let me bore you with this monotone voice. Come on, liven up, everybody. Liven up. You know what we need? We need a flex. You guys need to flex. You haven't flexed in a little while. We can only flex here. You guys would enjoy this. Okay, let's do it. Squeeze the buys. Squeeze the buys. Yeah, the guy wanted my opinion, and my opinion is, should you sell or should you hold the buys? In my opinion, you should hold the buy. Hold the buy. All right. 8 minutes for the 30. I think I lost my voice. Yeah, give me 1 second. All right, give me 1 minute. I do something. Welcome to all the newcomers here. Welcome to everyone just joining us. And congrats to everybody that was here. To all the new people, yeah, we just won 420 pip trade. So don't worry, we'll take more trades. So just stick around if you just joined. All right. Give me a second. Eddie, do me a favor. Hold it down. Session. You know, while we're printing here, waiting for this closure, let's get a little intro in. Get our intro going. A little inspiration from yours truly.
This is a story about life, about struggle, about success. Not just mine, but yours too. Because whether you see it now or not, we're all trading something every single day. Time, energy, choices. That's life. That's trading. I wasn't always here. I wasn't always the guy you see on your screen. I started out just like most people, uncertain, broke, doubting the system, doubting myself. But one thing kept me going, the belief that life's biggest opportunities aren't given, they're taken, and I took mine. See, trading isn't just about charts, candles, or currencies. It's about discipline, patience, and the courage to bet on yourself. It's about understanding that every loss is a lesson and every win is a stepping stone. It's about the grind, the sleepless nights, the early mornings, and that voice in your head telling you to keep going when the rest of the world says stop. But let me tell you something. This journey didn't start with success. It started with failure. More failures than I can count. I remember sitting in front of my screen, watching the markets eat me alive, thinking maybe this isn't for me. But deep down, I knew it wasn't about the markets. It was about me. My mindset, my choices, my willingness to adapt, to learn, and to grow. The truth is, trading is a mirror. It shows you who you really are. It forces you to face your fears, your doubts, and your limits. But it also shows you your potential if you're brave enough to see it. I'm here now because I refuse to quit, because I learned to see every loss as a stepping stone, every setback as a setup for a comeback. And if there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be persistent. Success isn't about getting it right all the time. It's about staying in the game long enough to win. This isn't just a stream. This is a movement. A space where we don't just talk about markets. We talk about life, about growth, about becoming the best version of yourself, not just as a trader, but as a person. Because the truth is, the charts don't care about you, but this community does. I do. And together, we're gonna rise. So, take a deep breath, clear your mind, and get ready. This is where traders are made. This is where dreams are built. And this is where your story begins. Let's get it.
Yeah, we really came down here. That's the caramel one. That's what you want? Let me see it. Ice cream of the day, chat.
I'm trying to.
Good evening. What's up, Toker? Fire intro, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that beat. I'm not too happy with okay, I'm not too happy with the sells if we form resistance here at this area. I think once we bounce off this heavy area, we can continue up here to finish out the range. Much steeper range. So if we can close bullish here, that's amazing. If we end up coming back down to this support, I'll have a buy limit at this area. We're looking at around a 49 pip stop here. It's going to be at 42.39 flat, probably. We're going to have a buy limit here, but that's in case we see this start coming down on the, ideally on the next hourly, right? If we can close bullish here, we're going to expect a reaction. Nice level. Soul chases. Tell me a bit about top one, please. I'm sure there's a fact. Trade with stop step. I trade with top step and take profit. Trader right now, thanks. Do they have instant funding? It should, conversation should end right there. Can you get an instant funded account and not sit there and fucking not sit there passing challenges where you need to be making money? There's a million other things, but conversation ends right there, honestly. And if you use code WIX, it's 57.5% off, which means it's probably even cheaper than their accounts. Use code WIX to get maximum discount. Our traders have entered the chat. I love railroads and Rolls Royces and renovations in the restroom. And rock and roll. Well, you and Donna, you know what, bands? Good question. It might. It's a tough one. I don't know. Like, I think sometimes it's very nostalgic. Like, I really wanted to at some point, but I think, like, after thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's not, you can't say no forever, right? You don't know, but there's a reason things stay in the past, right? And like let's leave the good times of the past in the past. Let's forge another, a new future. I don't know, man. That's a sativa speaking. I mean, for risk to reward, I know what you mean. It's just, it's irrelevant. It's not a part of my equation. It's not a variable in my equation, right? Everybody has the equation that leads them to profitability. R is not a variable I use to determine my profitability. It just plays no role. Appreciate that, Jet. You do a challenge because they don't give you shit rules. Then once you're funded, there's pros and cons. I mean, we're about to get a third payout on this account in the span of a month. I'm $1,900 away from a payout here. I think we might get it before the end of the week, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, within the last month, it'll be the third payout. Oh, I just got one today. I just received the payout today from another account. I should post the deposits into the bank, but I don't know why I don't do that shit. I'm not big on that. People like the withdrawals hitting. It's good content. And then you'll get thrown into the lab. Yeah, 1,200 away from another payout. Jesus, Sanchez. Looks like trying to do that on stream. Which part? The withdrawal on stream? Yeah, but then don't you see all my shit? how you just, that's what I thought. Like, honestly, why you have to bring it up, Jesus? Like, that was the first thought that came to my mind. And then I was like, no, let me ignore it. Let it roll. Let it roll. I don't even want to start thinking about it to get it simmering. Now it's simmering, bro. Yeah, I told the Jesus joke last week and I got fucking two weeks ago and they fucking got that stream. You can hide certain parts. Wait. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, payouts. You can hide certain parts.
Jesus.
Yeah, I ain't messing with homie. Don't love.
Jesus
That one
loves
futures.
him.
What's up, June? Jeff. There's Jeff. Oh, that's gotta be. Is that Don?
No, it's Jay.
What?
Who? Somebody talking? Or
June bugging.
somebody wrote something.
No, it's funny because when I was chilling with Don, every time he'd introduce himself, it was like, or we were on like a call, he'd be like, "My name's Jeff."
Okay. Ah, yeah, maybe he's writing it that way then. June bugging. Cool. What's the question? You have there, Mom Bucks. What is the maximum 150K? What are you referring to?
Mom Bucks, let us know what you talk about. All right, pushing back up here. Yeah, we might see these highs. Wait, we had a sell-off here this morning. You guys remember this? No, we had a sell right here. Let's see. Max payout on 150, 31. It's 3,500 and it's like $350 fee, so it comes out to like 31. Yeah, I just got one of those today. Yo, rise fast as fuck. Not gonna lie. She gets to your account in like 30 minutes. I think we could regard that, have that be a really minor level at this point. This chop sucks. We don't want to be in the chop. Up or down is fine. Just nothing in this chop right here. Flex room perks. Hey, if you're trying to get Zoom access, don't go through YouTube because that's gone from YouTube. I haven't switched to. Yeah, I completely forgot. Yeah, in order to get Zoom access, you gotta become a member of the private channel and the signals. Basically, join the signals and you get access to all of it. Signals, it has the word signals has such a bad rep history. It's just, I hate using it because it literally has a bad rep. But I can't change language, right? And it's not just signals, right? It's a community, it's private chats, it's private streams, it's access to Zooms, no delay on YouTube. Like, it's all of that, right? But it's also the signals, right? The signals is the biggest part of it. Like, it's the most profitable part of it.
You gotta find a new name for it, because there's a clubhouse. And then
Yeah, I gotta
there's
find a new name for
signals.
everything. People are using everything, but like, it's the word, just something about the word signals. It's like, it's almost cringy.
Okay.
We always first time hearing about top one for clarity. Whatever you make on the account can be withdrawn instantly. No, only when you go live. Whatever you make on the account can be withdrawn instantly. You have to make 6% without losing 4% to get your first payout. Then the rules become easier. Well, the pathways, not they're fucking signals. Like, if I call it anything else, people aren't gonna be. They're gonna be like, "Oh, it's just a community, but there's nothing else, right?" These chats, like, the signal's the biggest part. But it's over here. It's just everything.
Call it the whole shebang.
Yeah, it's got to be a VIP. VIP it includes that, but everybody's got a VIP too. I need a French name for a VIP. I don't know why French.
It would be personne très importante.
Yeah, whatever that shit is, that sounds crazy. Sign up for the
PTI. PTI.
Okay. Damn. Hold on. Yo, I speak French?
Yes. Baguette.
Oui.
Oui, oui. Oui, oui. IP. Yep.
Oui, IP.
I'm reading what bit me some bro. Yeah, we gotta update Nightbot for the signals, man. Trading floor. I think somebody else has that, no? Isn't it Kerwin? Yeah, I think Kerwin has that.
Kerwin has a
Trying to do
trading
something
floor.
Yeah, trying to do something that others don't have, so we can differentiate ourselves. And I mean Wix, obviously. The exclusive room. It's not bad. The club.
Ooh. You want to be part of the club?
The greenhouse. The smokehouse. The greenhouse.
Minutes here on the hourly close. We haven't done nothing here. This is the session so far. 1, 2, 3, 3 candles that went nowhere. But gotta be the break of the high here. It's this. High likelihood that we're moving up here to at least these areas, 42.56. This just isn't the most ideal price action. This isn't the prettiest manner of candles printing. We're just gonna wait till it lands in our lap. And it will. Point it will. Wix picks? Yeah, man. Don't let your kids surf that site. Crazy?
Join the Earners Club.
Hard to advertise earners. Feel like you gotta work more. Feel like you gotta do another 9 to 5.
Not easy to find the right name for it to describe it.
The thing is, Signals is the best name for it, but it's like, it's so cringy in the industry. The industry's fucked it up.
But
Oh,
it's not the only thing, though. It is the major part of it, obviously. But
what's up? Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, I'm not taking an entry here. I know I see us pushing up, and like I said, it's likelier that we push up than we push down, but maybe the rebreak at a high is cool here, but there's level there. There's level on the 4 hour here, like on the hourly, right, that you're bumping right into. Even mark that off there. It's another 90 pips above it. So let's get some good closures. Give me a second, chat. 10 minutes here. 10 minutes. Yo, you guys were right. Finished watching the first 4 episodes of Stranger Things today. I hate cliffhangers. I hate them. What am I looking for? For a trade to fall in my lap, honestly. Yeah, it's a good show, but man, they left it on such a cliffhanger. Now I gotta wait till Christmas. Look at these 3 candles. The last 3 candles. Look at this shit.
Hey, I'm asking Grok for possible names that you could use.
Oh
And,
Jesus.
he's giving me good ideas here.
Pelosi signals?
Yeah. One is the Signal Syndicate.
No.
Sounds pretty awesome. You already have Wix's vault, so
Fuck the
you
vault.
wanna, yeah, you want to use something, I mean, similar, I guess, but so the Signal Syndicate is not bad if you want to keep using the word in it to clarify that that's part of it, and it has other stuff in there as well, Discord and private sessions and things like that. I don't know, just throwing ideas out there.
Wix is privates.
Yeah,
Private community.
I'm sure you'll get a lot of people signing up.
Wix, when you first hop on the chart, what time frame do you look at? We're going top down, so we're going. Today we did weekly to the day, but really, I like the daily to the 4 hour. I like it when a daily and the 4 hour align to really have a strong confirmation of a direction for a limit entry, and then after that we just drop down, go range to range, while keeping in mind the higher time frame bias. And after that, it's all about timing, volume, levels, and reading the candles themselves. How much is Wix's private area? It's still the OnlyFans. God, that's a terrible smell, Benny. The Signal cartel, the Signaloa cartel.
How about the Signal Legion? The Signal Collective, something like that.
Anything with just one syllable, like my name?
You want to use your name in there?
Not really. I just need one syllable. I don't really care. Oh, you're gonna ask Grok? Yeah, tell Grok to use my name.
Yeah, I'm writing it right now. Let's see.
for the Sinaloa cartel. That's nice.
The Wix Syndicate. The Wix
Grok.
Covenant.
Grok sucks.
Wix Signal Order.
How long do we range? What are you doing? Call it the stimulus. You know how many signups I'm gonna get? And then Charlie, they're gonna be like, nah, that's not what I signed for. I'm trying to get stimulated.
All right, so came up with the Wix protocol, Wix Dominion. I don't like the others. It gave me Wix Vault, but that's something you already have. So
Copycat.
yeah.
3 minutes here for the hourly. Still don't look too pretty. Bro. Oh. I like Benny's idea where he said he doesn't like your ideas. Bless you.
Wix Vault. You can use Wix Vortex. I don't know, that symbolizes everything together. You like that, or?
$30 seconds here for the 1 hour. Last hour of the 4. What's the 4 looking like? Still bullish. Hasn't flipped yet. Any trades? No, not yet. No trades. All right. 30's closed bearish. The hourly's bullish. No bottom wick on the previous hourly. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, kiddo. What's up? Beautiful.
The bird was coming to dream. This is the dream.
Uh-huh.
And then it became.
Careful on it though. Don't grab that bottom part. Okay.
Alright, so how about the Wix Sanctum? Or the Wix Fortress? The Wix Master Vault?
Damn, I
Citadel?
sent this dude on a mission.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick on this until we find something. The Wix Enclave. The Wix Pantheon. The Wix Arsenal. It's not bad, unless you're thinking about football.
I'm thinking about Motrin right now. What'd you say? I said I'm thinking about Motrin. My kid behind me. She's like, "Go get some then."
Oh, okay.
Over here drawing. Look at this. Hard call. What's your bias? I'm bullish. I said so earlier. We haven't set up for any kind of entry here.
It does not work.
If we can close above this range, we need to find a support. Take a position off of. I don't know. Nothing has set up yet. Nothing that I like. The only thing I like right now is if we come down in range here, I will look for a buy limit off this level. It's the only thing I see so far that I like. Probably 39 flat. Let's set it here. I mean, there's probably no point of setting it right now. If we start making our way back here. Take a trade tonight? No trade just yet. Oh, we're at 283, almost 300. Where's my 300? Come on. I mean, how are we gonna battle the Persians with just 283 of us? Gang, let's share this stream. I mean, if you're new here, please sub and like the channel so YouTube can recommend it to other like-minded people so we can grow the community. But if you're not new here, do the same thing. Sub and share. I need your help to grow this channel, grow this community, and if it's New York or Asian and the banks are open, fucking be here. Do you actually make money, or is this another paper trading channel? Nope, this is the #1 demo trading channel. All of you. Not a better demo trader, I promise. Marcus broken? You broke? You broke a motherfucker!
No.
All right, kiddo. That's fine. Get another one, but don't get a regular marker. It's got to be the one for the board.
But there's we don't have.
So then I'll buy one. Use it on the board. Okay. Leave it on the side.
I tried using the other side, but it won't work.
What happened?
I tried using the other side, but it
It won't work. All right, give me a hug and go over there.
draw.
Love you. You want to draw? Go draw on the paper. All right, have a seat then. You more paper?
Can you put me something? Or you can't.
Huh?
Can you put me something after?
Yeah, after, yeah, I will. Oh, the bullish bias 6. Think we'll have sells if it hits 42.45. No, but if it comes down to 42.45 after this 1 hour closes, I'll have buy limits here. Right here, 42. Well, it depends. We might even have them here. Let's see. Yeah, no, I'll have buy limits right here at 42.39. Come down to 42.40s. 42.40. This gap right here. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take this off the daily level because off the daily level, that 75 when it get pick that up, don't stare at me. When if we get to our positions, right, that's only 49 pip stop. Hold on a second, chat. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was muted. Damn, I explained too much. I don't even want to go back to that. I was just sorry. I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Oh, hold on a sec. No top wick on that 15. So key level to pay attention to. Small stop for us. 239. A minutes for this 30. Damn, what a candle on this 15. Exactly 100 pips on the dot. No bottom wick, no top wick. What am I seeing? I'm not seeing any entries set up yet. I'm looking at how we can get where and what would make sense. Give me 1 second, gang. I just ate something that's like now, like I have an aftertaste of. You don't want to know. I just ate some shit. Indian food, no, my friend. No chicken tikka. Got him up waiting on that rejection. Yeah, market is rejeculating right now. See this level? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, do I want. What level did I call earlier? Here, right? 4276 area. Maybe by tomorrow. Maybe by London. But I think we're heading up. Maybe we'll come back down for a bounce, but overall, I think we're heading up. Benny, you greasy blints, stop farting. $300 here on the dot. All right. Gang, we're off to fight the Persians right now. All right. Let's assemble. Let's assemble. How much more you need for 27.8? That's a good question. Let's find out. Yo, Morn, I got your info. It's crazy how your name is Morninwick. I would have mine spelled just like that, but last name would be Wood. Morn and Wood. Morn and Wood. I don't even know if he's here. It's fun. It's funny. Wait, what was I doing? I got a really short attention span. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're 40 away. We're like, can we get 40 more subs to get to 27.8? If you're new here, drop a like, sub to the channel, please. I need your help to grow this community. And you've been killing it, so do my part. You guys help out, please. I'm asking for your likes and your subs. And share. Please share the stream. That's the only way this thing's gonna grow here. Wait, hold on. We got 4 minutes till this closure here on the 30. Hold on, gang. You liked and subscribed. Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. I mean, this doesn't, we don't grow unless you do that. So thank you. But right now we got 3 minutes for this 30 to close. We're gonna close above this most recent resistance that we've made. Just be honest with you. You've closed with no top wick. You push down here, you're gonna close on the 15 here in 3 minutes. Well, if it does close bearish like this, you still don't have that range created here, right? There's no wick to fill with momentum to break highs and reach the top. So, not that it can't, I'm telling you, the likelihood of that the probability of that goes down when it's like this. So why put yourself in a lower probability trade? At that point, you're settling, right? So let it print exactly how you want it to print. And yeah, there are times when it goes where you think it's gonna go, but can you replicate it? Is it repeatable? Can you, because only things that you can repeat day in and day out will form structure in your life and your trading. That's what's going to keep you coming back here. It's going to incentivize you to keep coming back here because you figured out what to do every single day, right? Like a new job. You hate coming to a new job because you're not sure of exactly all of your responsibilities, but like half a year later, you know everything like the back of your hand. You come in no stress. You just do your shit, and unless you have a sales job and you're always under pressure, but you know what I mean? And like there's other people that come in after you, and then you're there. Are you high, bro? No, I'm at equilibrium. Did I smoke? That's a different question. Yes, I have. What did Kanye say? Somebody might ask if I had smoked something backstage or well, before walking over. You guys remember that shit? He said, yes, I did. I might have. Otherwise, you get rejeculated. Yeah, don't get rejeculated by these markets. Don't let these markets rejeculate you on you. Tyrone J, I appreciate you for showing up though. Yeah, I just smoked the fat Jamaican joint, and honestly, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I got another one rolled right here. Right? I'm just, matter of fact, hey man. Cheers to you. Let me open up a window. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that out there. Put that shit in the ashtray outside. Yeah, because you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to sleep on the couch tonight. I'm smoking as we speak. New favorite live. Love it here. Thank you. We love you here. I know your name is fairly recent to us, but like, I've seen you showing up. All right. 30's closed here. Top wick, but closed at this little area here, right? Rejection area. Where it rejeculated before. I gotta get rid of that word. What if it wasn't for the little one? I'd say hot box it. It's not the little one. It's the little ones. Is like, yo, I got enough kids here for a short bus. You know what I mean? Crazy thing is, they're all women. I live with all women. I mean, I don't know if that's crazy. Maybe that's a good thing because nobody else ever pees on the seat except me. So but like, or on the little thing. But hey, don't fucking say shit. I'd be walking into the bathroom middle of the night, stepping on a Lego, trying to fucking. Sometimes it's not even. I'd be like, oh shit, that's the towel rack. The toilet seat behind me. Why am I peeing that way? That's the wrong way. You have all women as well join the club. Yo, honestly, like I gotta deal with the dude, 3 daughters. Yeah, I got 3 daughters. I had to deal with with puberty, with doctor's visits, with shots, with fucking, I don't know, sanitary napkins. Is that the best way to say it? Fucking I have to do tampons, pads, all that shit. I gotta female cat. I'm probably right. No, the only male here besides me is Benny, and he's a little bitch, but Benny and the cat, but the cat's like 120 years old, and oh, the new bearded dragon, but I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I have no idea how to tell on a bearded dragon. They don't really have, you know, they're not really slanging that thing as they're walking around. You know what I mean? I don't know about the bearded dragon. Would you feel any different if you had a son? What do you mean any different? I feel great. I'm blessed, bro. I'm gonna have somebody to make me soup when I'm old. And feel like you need a project? You don't need a project, bro. Right? You're not raising professional athletes like you're like, okay, you can be. That could be your goal, but you're gonna miss the point. You're missing the point of raising. Like I said, just make sure they're good human beings, right? The rest is gonna be up to them. There's gonna be so much influence throughout their life that like you just want to instill solid values and principles into them, and you can't just instill them by telling them. You have to show it to them. So you have to be the person they take an example off of, and you realize that as they're born, right? You stop doing the shit that makes you a dirtbag, right, in their eyes, and you start doing the things, decent things. I be catching myself all the time, like I'm in my 25-year-old frame of mind, but then like see my kids and I'm like, you know what? Like, they're looking at me for an example and a reaction, and like, and how would I handle the situation. But and like over time now, over the last decade and a half, right, like it's like I do it automatically, like it's just these things are. But initially when my first one was born, I made a shit ton of mistakes with my first kid. A lot. I made a lot of mistakes, things that I don't do with my younger kids, because and they got the best of it, because everything I know as a father I've learned from my older one. And you know, it's like that quote. What does Marcus Aurelius say to Russell Crowe in Gladiator? What do you say? Like, or no, what does he say to his own son, Commodus? What does he say to Commodus? He says, your faults as a son are just my shortcomings, right, as a father. Really all it is. You gotta set the example that like you would see them do and you'd be impressed by it. So they've taught me a lot about life, and like way more than I would have ever learned without them. And I guess I'm just thankful to them for teaching me those lessons. But man, like, did I make a lot of mistakes with my older one. Wrong tone, but not like yelling at her. Like I've always defended her, always everything. But just I missed a lot of opportunities where I could have really made an impression, and I didn't. Like some quiet evenings, some long nights, some days I wasn't there. Like I live with it every day, and I look at her and like I'm like so much wasted opportunity, because like the mold. She's a great human being, but I don't think how do I say? I can't say like I didn't think I did my best molding in that case. It's just like I could have been a better father. That's what I think. But the younger two, I've learned on her, so I don't make the same mistakes. I still do, but like I don't make them like that. Right? I don't make the same mistakes, and they get the better version of Daddy Wicks. You know what I mean? She notices it, and there's nothing I could do now to change it, because that part of her life is past and gone. She's a teenager, right? But man, do I want to be on the right side of the future? Man, do I want to be on the right side of now on till 10 years from now for her? You know, 20 years till forever, because the relationship we have now is not what I would have liked it to be as when she was younger. And we have a great relationship, but she didn't get the best of me as a father. Yeah, I see we're coming up here. Is the goal to hit 42.59 and the place sells for drawdown? No, I was thinking about positions here. I just don't like the daily level being up here. I think we have a good chance of tapping it, and it doesn't fall in line right with the 4 hour. Well, up here it does. So I think there's a good chance this smashes through. And if it doesn't, great, it rejects, right? I'm not going to be too hurt by the fact that it rejects here and gives a nice W, whoever takes it, because like look at the 4 hour as well. Like it's against us. I'm bullish up until, like I said, 42.76 areas. So I think there's a high likelihood this smashes up here. If we do see a rejection, I think it's likelier to be here at 42.65 flat than it is at 42.59 flat. That's just how I see things, and based on experience, you would have to keep a stop here. This stop is not bad actually. It's what 40 pip stop, dude. But don't forget, this is a strong level, right? That like you're likely to see something here, and you're seeing it right now. Do you see enough for it to actually be considered a win, or will it just small reaction and blast through? But for me personally, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to take a position at this level. I'd rather wait for this 4 hour to close and see if I can get in on a bottom wick of the next hourly, next 4 hour, something like that. Yeah. I feel you'd be great. But yeah, like it's such a touchy subject, right? Because like it's your kids. You get emotional with that, but I think there's a lot of growing still left. My daughter's gonna be 13 this month, and I think there's a lot of growing still left in there. That you know, there's no point of dwelling on what's happened, right? And the future isn't here yet. Like, well, let's talk about reality and what exists today. And I think that's the best way to keep going, right? Because you can just be great now and make it count for what it's worth. Any overnight predictions? No, I'm not in the business of predicting. I have a bias, and then I have, you know, situational awareness. So I know how I would adjust in any situation, but I like when the market pushes here, right, or comes back down, we need to see the closures, the candles printing. So I don't have a bias with, because with every single candle closure, you get more data, and it could change, you know, wherever. I'm bullish for the 4 hour, right? I'm bearish on the daily, but I believe we do not start coming down on the daily until we tap these areas. And if we start breaking the daily highs, we would need the daily close to then tomorrow say, yeah, we're going to start retesting the highs up here. But as I've said, I do believe we can get a push to these areas just based on what we've seen previously, right? And what the market has looked like previously. We look at this here, very similar to this here, right? You got this level and this range, this level, this range. You have, sorry, not this level right here. You have this level, this range. Disregard that last box. And then you have the new high being made, breaking all the highs, the following candle, breaking back in a range, which is what you have here, right? You have the drive to, come on, to break all these lows, right? You break to these lows to the next support, right? Remember the previous range right there? And I said it yesterday. I think we come down to these areas. I've pointed it out when we were all the way up here. I think we come down, tap these areas, just like we did here, before coming back to that area. That area is right there for us. So that's what I see. That's where I'm getting, you guys are like, where the hell are you getting this low? That's why I see 4277, 4278, 4276 areas. Okay. Because the market has a funny way of mirroring itself, and I notice these things. So that's why that's the level I'm looking to get back up to. And then it's like anyone's game. We're either going to continue up or we're going to reject just like we did here. And it's going to be a heavy drop, even further into, you know, 4160 areas. Looks like bending moment.
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Sound like a great father. Sacrificed a lot of my time. My kids working a job, helping others where there's a lot of regret on that time that won't come back. Yeah, but did that sacrifice pan out? Did what you sacrificed for, was it worth it? Like it was to give them a better existence, better future, better current existence. What are you looking for? I'm gonna be done in a little bit, like another half hour. Bye. Want to go to bed? You're a little bored? Well, there's a board right here. Big board here. Or a little board. That's a big board. All right, I'm going to stop with the dad jokes. Close that door, please. Just close that door. Just close that door. Everybody, close that door. Huh? The marker doesn't work. I know. You got to go find another one. But it's got to be a board marker. It's got to be like you. You're bored, and I need a board marker. Wait. Watch out. Careful. Incoming. Hey, what are we watching tonight? The Conjuring or The Shining? Okay. It? Okay. Life on the Line was the go-to game. I wasn't asking you, Nay, but thanks. Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching. Yeah, my kids they need horror to fall asleep. You guys thought I was kidding back in the day, like a year or two ago, and I was like, we watch The Ring, fall asleep. Yesterday we watched an episode of Dark. Right? We watched Dark. First episode. It wasn't scary. She wasn't scared. She needs something scary. You know what used to scare me when I was younger? Remember Tales from the Crypt with Billy Zane? Yo, that was the scariest movie I've ever saw. Now to me it looks like gore, but like as a kid, that was the scariest movie I've ever saw. Y'all watching the new It, Welcome to Dairy show? Yeah. We're watching that. We were watching that 2 days ago. We're going to be watching it today? Yeah, she requested that we watch it today. All right, there's the rejection that we were discussing earlier. Don't want to take. Wait. How's that? All right, hold on a second. Amityville R as a kid. I was grown by that. Hey. Yeah. Not too worried about this area right here. I think this was a support to drive up. We close above here. I think we're gonna be driving up, but this is very overextended.
Flip right there.
What was that?
Right there at 58. We're at the weekly flip right there at 58. Right there. So it's definitely a
Reflip.
weekly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you couldn't hear me.
I think we're gonna come up here. And if we come up here, I want to break and retest, right? If that's the case, because it's going to take a lot. Come back down. We're going to need some structure to form. So, I mean, it's going to need a lot to continue up because it could come back down here. No bottom wick here still. Yeah, if this is the case for us, we have to. There's no limits at that point. We have to make sure we establish a support, right? So you're going to have to come back down. and hold this area. You do this. Great. Onion, back up. Amazing. We're heading up to our level. And this is what it would look like on MT5 when you have a or if this happens and we get a nice closure here like this and a nice opening over here, I might look for buy limits at this area, depending on what we look like, how we came down, how many levels were made. Was it a 30? Was it a 1 hour? Was it a 15? And we're gonna use all of that to make a decision. The 1979 original? Oh, no. You might be thinking, yeah, I'm thinking about the remake. Yeah, original. I wasn't even born. How do you set your favors to free draw red and green bars? I'm using this right here. This is Zoom annotations. Hated the Leprechaun. I've watched Leprechaun. It used to kind of scare me a little bit. I used to be afraid of the dark, and I'd watch this shit alone by myself at like 2 a.m. in like a cold New York apartment. Like you'd breathe out, there'd be like, the smoke coming out, the vapor.
They had a TV show called Are You Afraid of the Dark back in the 90s. I don't know if you remember it.
Yeah. I'm afraid of the heights and the dark.
You're actually afraid of heights?
Yeah, I don't like. And the dark, not so much, right? Anymore. Like that was growing up. 13 Ghosts was good. I liked that one. That was really good. It had good effects. It had like a good concept. It was not that it was scary. It was just like, it was good and scary that you weren't scared. You were just entertained. It was entertaining, kind of scary. 13 Ghosts was really good. But I think they also have an original of that from like 1980s or something. 70s. 8 minutes here for the 4-hour close. I can't say we've had a quality session. Like this is our 2 candles right here, this and this, and in the middle of that, like just chop. This is our session. You going to sleep? Let's hope it's 4260. Yeah, I'm gonna reevaluate it on the 4-hour close. I might stay up for a little bit, but just do what we do. I would love to start heading back down based on a daily, but because we respected this level right here on the daily, right? There's a chance we see the celery play and start filling the wick on the break of the daily high. So I would rather have buys and buy limits than have any kind of sell. Came back in gold still a bit. Still no position. No, not. We haven't had one here tonight for Asian session. We had 2 in the morning for New York session. We didn't have anything last night for Asian, but after stream I had positions. Celery play. Break of a bearish candle by a bullish one at support, or break of a bullish candle by a bearish candle at resistance. Be patient. I mean, at this point, trades just fall in my lap. Like, Like it's just like that. Trust me, at some point, like I've made this example before. You ever take a trade and then just fucking stop biting your elbows because, well, if you could, you would. Because if you just waited another candle or two, you would have gotten a better entry, or you would have seen the market really set up. Like your first impulse to do something here is when you should actually do something, but when you should lock in because something might happen, and then you should figure out what the edge there is. This because now you know where the opportunities and where to lock in. All you got to do is figure out the proper entry. And trust me, majority of the time, you guys are either too soon or jump the gun or get out of your own way. I don't know about NQ. Right? You're not here. You're not obligated to play this position because you're here. You're here because you want to see if what you're looking for, your edge, shows up on the charts. And if it doesn't, you leave. Right? You're not here to trade. You're here to check if your edge is here. If it's here, then you act accordingly. Coming up here, last 5 minutes of this 4-hour candle. See what we get. See how this plays out. 1 second. I'm right outside. Give me 1 second. Right back. For the 4 hour. Come up with a plan. What we're gonna do. Got these cheeseburgers. All right, what do we have? Buy. Okay. Buy. Watch you guys when y'all were 3 on the chat spamming Maybach music when tracks that became profitable on my own now. Just checking for the best thing I've learned is patience pays. Yes, it does. Absolutely. It's what we do, right? Like it's the majority of your time is spent waiting. 90%, 95% of your time is spent waiting. Hey, what do you do? I wait for a living. Just that's what you do. And then small percentage of the time you're actually managing a position. A lesson from you ain't profitable until you pay yourself back for all your losses. Yeah, until you make your losses back, all your losses, you're still until you're in the green overall. I told that story before. Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, remember that. Good job. Good lesson to learn. Yeah, I was at a place. I was at a party, and somebody asked me what somebody knew what I do. They told me. He's like, "Oh, so you make a living? Or you prof?" And this was a while back. This was like 4 or 5 years, maybe more, like 6 years ago. And I was like, yeah, this would have to be 2020, 21. I became profitable. I'm 21. I got consistent, right? I started making money and I made 6 figures. But his question was, are you profitable? And I was like, yeah. He's like, how much have you made since you started? And I was like, since I started, I'm still down like 30 grand. And he's like, wait a minute, you're down money in the last 3 years? Like, you know how much money I've made in the last 3 years? Like, he's like, I can't trade. I can't be up like, I can't be down 30 grand in 3 years from now. I was like, I'm not trying to, bro, you asked me a question about, and that's like, since then, I just don't tell you. He was like, nah, he's like, so to me, I thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, I'm consistent. I'm making money, but I haven't made everything I've lost back, right? So and it took another year. And then once I made everything back, I was just like, all right, yeah, I'm in net greens to start trading. I'm profitable now. One thing, learn patient and wait for confirmation and closures. That's really improved my trading. Yeah, it'll keep you out of making dumb mistakes. It'll really shorten your mistake list. Three, 2, 1. All right, the 4 hours closed here. Above the most recent, but still right at resistance that we have here. Benny doesn't like something outside. So this can get interesting. Look, if this can make a bottom wick here, break highs, I'll set a sell stop on the bottom wick that it makes. But it's gotta have to be. How much pips? There's a lot of room here. Yeah. Man, is this really extended here? You still friends with Dombo? Yeah. I spoke to him a couple of days ago. Wait, I spoke to him day before yesterday. All it took, actually, never mind. Seems like a common story to be consistent, 3 years to be profitable. Yeah, that's roughly the time that people, not that they learn, you learn pretty quickly, but the mindset, right? And you go back 10 years, it took longer than that. It was like a 4 or 5 year industry type, like standard. 2 or 3 years, because these types of streams have really shortened that curve. And just a lot of people doing it. It's just a lot more known. The conditions are a lot better now than they were. And I think that's how long it takes for people to, a lot of people are more or less in the same mindset and position when they're starting out. Something brings them here. And I think that's how long it takes for people to get sick and tired of their own shit and then start implementing things that will make them better. So this isn't bad. Let's see. If this thing can come up, break these highs, we can set a sell stop, because if it breaks highs and then comes back down in range, our next support is here to bounce off of. And we have a nice wick fill. 16, I think this level will be pretty decent. I know, but it's not the best. Like, look, that's a level where you make a bottom wick and you can drive up from here. Look at all these bottom wicks into these areas to push up. So not that great of a level. If this thing can bring us down, though. If we see a push down, I'm going to have a buy limit over here that we spoke about. The 4 hours closed bullish here above the range. This would be a 4-hour low. Let's see if we can get this push down. It's a lot to ask for, right? That's 200 pips. That's 200 pips to come down here. It looks clean. Looks like it might do it quickly, but chance we never get there, right? We can bottom out right here, and I don't want to position over there. I want positions here. So it might take some time to get here, or yeah, honestly, I want to see how we react on this candle, but I think if it continues down here, I'm going to call it a session, and we're going to take this to the signal channel. I'm pretty confident we'll get entries off this level here tonight, or at some point in the evening, maybe at midnight, whenever it decides to drop down to these areas. It'll be the 4-hour low. Maybe we grab that bottom wick, continue up. Also, if this forms a range here at this area, so let's draw it out, right? Right, we can see this here, and then this. I will look for sells on that closure. Come down. If it's a range that gets established. If we just tap some level, right? We close bearish, and we kind of do this thing, right? And never really get down there. Decide to continue up. I will look for buys. As soon as we get this closure, I will look for break of the highs there. There's absolutely no reason to now close above here unless we're going to head up to the next range. If we're going to form a range, support, and then close above it, right? You're bouncing off a support, breaking the previous resistance into clean range, falling in line with the higher time frame with the 4-hour, right? Looking to ride up to the daily levels here at 76. It would just make a lot of sense if that happens. So know what you're looking for. Know what you're looking for. Relation with that, you look short, long, you're absolutely right. You have to get fed up with your own shit trying to see trades out of anything just because you're looking at the market. Been there. Yeah, I think we've all been there. It's a very individualized activity, right? And it's an individual sport. The experiences that we all go through in the roller coasters are very similar because we're all human beings, human nature, right? It's all in us. So the experiences become very similar. I guess this level worked. Would have gave you what, 50 pips there? So go there. Let's see what it does here. I truly believe this is a position for a bit later on. Man, I want positions on stream. I don't want to wait till the signal channel, but let me see what my kids are doing. They're still up and waiting for me.
Yeah, so maybe waiting for the 15 and then calling it might make sense.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
I was saying maybe waiting for the 15 and see what happens from now until then, and then calling it might make sense.
Yeah, it might. I don't see a trade coming up on the next 15, right? We would need to form a support and then on the following candle close. So it's at least 2 more 15-minute candles for a possible position, right? So it's like 10:45.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we're looking at like 10:45. Hold on, give me 1 second. damn it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know I'm muted. So watch the movie with all this. She's waiting for me. What's better, day trading or swing trading? I think it really depends on your personality, right? It really depends on the individual, on the person. And like the way I look at it from the standpoint of risk management, right? The more time, I believe the more time you're on the charts, the more risk you're exposed to. The more time you're in a position, the more risk you're exposed to. The more positions you take, the more risk you're exposed to. So I try to shorten all of those things to have as less exposure to risk as possible. I don't like risk. I hate drawdown. I'm not a big fan. Yeah, I need that support start supporting. You think we could drop? I think we could drop. I think we could come up as well. First 3 hour of session openings I use for look at the 1 hour, look at the 4 hour. 4 hours closed above the range. Man, if this could come down on stream. We were 200 pips away a second ago, so maybe we get this 100 pips drop right now. Come on, 15 minutes. I just don't think it's that easy. It's not that easy. Like there's levels in the way. It'll bounce. There's candles that need to print here. This is a lot of room. We're not like the biggest candle we've seen was this one. That was a 100 pip candle, and that took 15 minutes. We need to come down. So probably a few more candles. If we ever get there, right? Because remember, off these levels, actually, we did end up coming down here right before, after the push. So maybe we see that same push. I don't know. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. I know the ladies say I'm pretty flat for a white guy. This is a big range. You waiting on me? All right. I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. You said you were going to print me.
Yeah, I have to turn everything. Took advantage of the drop. W, congrats. Okay, hold on. No color. It's late already. Any color in.
Love you, Papa.
I love you too. Daddy dudes, yeah, they're waiting on me. Yeah, I think this is going to take some time to set up here. If we come back down, this is going to be a while. 150 pips down. You might see some at 45, but I'd rather take the better level, which is down here. That would be a 4 hour bottom wick. I think we can absolutely get down here over the course of the next 2 hours. Right, I absolutely think that. If not by the end of this hour, right, or the beginning of next hour. But I think it's going to take some time to come down here. And if we do, I will have a position there. I'll have a buy limit at 42.39 flat here, 42.39.1. Right, as we start coming down. But until then, we can have sells down to those areas, but it's got to print, and it's not ready yet. I'm going to need a range to be established, which means we're going to need a support to form here, a bullish candle, and then break that support, and then we can look for sells. Yeah, I'm done. I'm coming. Sorry, gang. Daddy duties. You guys do bad things, I do dad things. Signal channel, stay locked in because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some positions here tonight before we close the Asian session out, right? So maybe I think before midnight, before 1 a.m. I think we'll have positions. So stay locked in. If you're not in the signal channel, then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the New York session. I'm gonna be there at around 8:30, 8:45, just like I've been this entire week. Yeah, let's call it a session here because right now it's just not ready yet. Not ready. Need a bullish candle here, break of that, or it's gonna come back up close above the range. So we gotta wait. But honestly, a good session. Thank you guys for being here. Drop a like, sub to the channel, please, please, please share this stream. Help me grow this community. I need your help. I'm gonna provide the dubs, and you guys help me grow this community. All right. So Zoom gang, Jay, everybody else, thank you guys for showing up. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Thank you, everybody. Zoom, everybody. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Mods, big dubs.
Thank you.
For sure. Thank you, Mods. Appreciate you. And I'll see you guys also tomorrow morning's signal channel. Stay locked in for a little while here through Asian session. Pretty sure there's going to be a position and some signals. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Appreciate you guys joining me. Remember, drop a like, sub to the channel before you dip. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning for our New York session around 8:30, 8:45. Today was a very profitable one. We had a big day. So let's see if we can have that tomorrow as well. See if we can match tomorrow morning. Okay, gang, that's my time. As for me, I gotta go. I gotta dip. My time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. If you're not seeing it, hey, get some rest, take a step back, step away, and show up with full mental clarity. Get some rest though. And if you are seeing things, then just wait for them. Wait for your position. Don't get ahead of it. See you guys tomorrow. Later.